Alright guys, Coach Goo back here once again with another fun-filled, action-packed, flipped geometry classroom video. And today, kids, we're going to be learning about median and altitude. We're going to be learning about the median and the altitude of these triangles. First, let's take a look and see what the median is. A median is a segment joining a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side of the triangle. So remember, a vertex is where two sides of a triangle intersect. So if you look at our diagram, I'm going to label the vertex. Look right here. That is where these two sides, bam, bam, are intersecting. That is the vertex. And then it's connected to the midpoint. That's right here. As you can see, they've labeled that these two halves are congruent. So that means this is the midpoint. And the segment that joins that vertex and the midpoint is called the median. The median. So that's all you need to know about the median. So let's go ahead and do some example problems. I'm going to zoom it in so I can really write all over this thing. So here we go. This is the first example problem. So given that PS is a median of triangle PQR, we got to find X, we got to find SR, and we got to find the measure of angle PSR. So the median, remember, what does it connect? The vertex, that's up here, and the midpoint. That means that these two sides, just like in our diagram up here, are congruent. So QS is congruent to SR because the median connects the vertex and the midpoint. All right, if these two sides are congruent to each other, what equation could I use to set up to solve for X? I could go 10x minus 7 equals 5x plus 3. Now, if I'm going to solve for x, I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. Minus 5x. Bam! That leaves me with 5x minus 7 equals 3. I'm going to add 7 to both sides. Boom. 5x equals 10. I divide by 5 on both sides, and x equals 2. That's right. You got it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we got it. 2. Okay, now what am I going to do? I found x. Now I need to find SR. Where is SR? That's this length right here, and SR is 5x plus 3, so 5x plus 3 equals SR. Instead of writing x, I know what x is. X is 2, so I'm going to take that 2 and substitute it in. So 5 times 2 plus 3 equals SR. Do the math, that's 13 equals SR. Boom, that's another one. Now we need to find the measure of angle PSR. What's the measure of angle PSR? Look right here, it's in the parentheses, 15x plus 42. So, measure of angle PSR equals 15x plus 42. We're going to substitute 2 in for the x. So, 15 times 2 plus 42. Do the math, and that's going to be 30 plus 42. That equals 72. So, the measure of angle PSR is 72 degrees. Remember, the measure of an angle is always in degrees, and that is the first one. Let's do the next one. All right, let me erase all this. Bam. Scoot it over. Make it a little bigger. And there we go. So this one, RT is a median of triangle SRP. Okay, this time we're going to label our own stuff. First of all, if it's the median, that means it's connecting the vertex and a midpoint. So that means ST is congruent to TP. Now, let's see what they gave us. ST is x plus 7. So that means this length right here is x plus 7. All right, TP is 3x minus 11. That's what they gave us right there. We're going to find x, ST, and SP. What is SP? That's the whole thing from there to there. So let's find x first. What equation can I use? I can use x plus 7 equals 3x minus 11. What am I going to do next? Subtract x from both sides. Boom, that's 7 equals 2x minus 11. Add 11 to both sides. 18 equals 2x, divide by 2. And 9 equals x. So my x is going to be 9. There we go. I found one of my things. Now I need to find ST. ST is x plus 7 right here. So ST equals x plus 7. What is x? X is 9. So I'm going to do ST equals 9 plus 7. So ST equals 16. We have found ST. Now we need to find SP. Well, I could do x plus 7 plus 3x minus 11 and find SP. Or, remember, ST is half of the SP because it's a midpoint. So if I wanted to find SP, I could just take 2 times ST. What's ST? 16. So I can plug that in. So SP equals 2 times 16, which equals 32. So SP is 32. There we go. So remember, because you know it's the midpoint, you can do a little shortcut like that. All right, let's see what we have in the rest of these. For these next two, I want you guys to do these as a try it on your own problem. All right, try it on your own. And we're gonna go on to altitude. All right, so an altitude is a segment that joins, look at the picture, it joins a vertex to the opposite side so that it is perpendicular to that side. So as you can see in our picture, it's connecting this vertex to the opposite side, and it's connecting in such a way that the opposite side is perpendicular. See the right angle sign? Right there. All right, and now remember, watch this. Altitudes can be inside a triangle, they can be outside a triangle, or they can be even a side of a triangle. So look at this picture. If I'm getting an altitude, find a vertex, I need to connect it to this opposite side so that it is a right angle. There's the altitude. Now what about this picture right here? Here's a vertex. I'm gonna connect it to the opposite side right here. So that's a perpendicular. Look at that. That is the altitude, this length right here. Or I could even do this right from here to here. Right angle. Bam. Okay? And what about this last one? Well, if I take this vertex right here and go straight down, wow, and make the right angle, it's actually the side of the triangle. So an altitude can be anywhere on the triangle. It just depends on how you draw it. And depends on the triangle too. All right, so let's do some examples with altitude. Here we go. Given, let me zoom it in a little bit. All right, so given that BD is an altitude of triangle ABC, find X, AD, and DC. So how am I gonna find this one? This time, we don't know that these two sides are congruent, okay? Maybe they might be, they might not be, but we don't know. So we can't set those two equal to each other. However, we do know that an altitude comes down here and it makes a right angle. How many degrees are on a right angle? 90. So, as you can see, the degrees they wrote right here is 8x minus 6. We can set that equal to what? To 90. 8x minus 6 equals 90. That's going to help me find x. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides. Bam, 8x equals 96. Divide by 8 on both sides. That's going to be x equals 12. So after we found x equals 12, now we can find AD and DC. If you look right here at the bottom, AD equals x plus 7. Well, what is x? X is 12. So AD equals 12 plus 7. AD equals 19. Boom! And now DC, how are you going to find DC? DC equals right here 2x plus 15. Well, x is 12, so DC equals 2 times 12 plus 15. DC equals 24 plus 15, and that means it equals 39. So if you got all three of these right, give yourself a big, bam, high five right there. Good job, guys. All right, now let's go to the next one. Given that OR, where's OR? That's right here. Woo, is an altitude and measure of angle, or angle 1, is 4x plus 2 degrees. Find x and OQ. All right, so how am I going to find x right here? Remember, this is 90 degrees, so I can set 4x plus 2 equal to 90. I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. Boom. 4x equals 88. Divide by 4 on both sides so I can find x by itself. Get off my x. 4. X equals 22. So that means I found my x, and now all I have to do is plug in to find OQ. OQ, don't pick 3x minus 3. That's not OQ. Trying to trick me. It's 8x plus 7. So I'm going to find 8x plus 7 for OQ. OQ equals 8x plus 7 equals 8 times 22 plus 7 because x is 22. What's 8 times 22 plus 7? If I get a calculator, boom, that's 183. OQ is 183. You guys are going to try the next two. And that's going to be the end of these notes and this video. So until next time, I'll see ya in the next one. Peace!